Bruh, this thing is ridiculous. Oh. Hi. Hello. Oh, in a moment. Okay, so obviously, in the last video, I told you that I found Yahuwah, which is a really good thing because I used to be a Christian in the past, and I used to go to church with my family. Didn't really question anything about the past. It's just that it's just really a figment of the imagination until we got a little bit further into the history of Christianity, and it's very, very bad. Like, as an example, the state of Israel, right? And I'm not hating YouTube. I'm not hating, so don't you try to exterminate this video. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the state of Israel and the Jews, quote unquote, they are also named Jewish. Now, the subterm of Jew, no, of ish, the suffix of ish. The subword ish. You find something wrong. Books. I could just tell you what I experienced. Ish is like kind of, but not really. So if you think about it, Jewish means Jews, but kind of. You can't really have mixture of the side. You can't really be on two sides. You have to be on one side. That's rather Yahuwah's side or Satan's side. It's rather one or the other, okay? You have to be on one team, okay? You can't be of two teams, alright, buddy? Yeah. So basically, they also have participated inside of the... They also participated inside of the slave treatment, and they had slaves, us, Yahudim, the real Yahudim, and they took us captive, and made us do labor for 400 years. And, let's see, scripture time. Scripture time. I can't find it. But anyways, if you read scripture, there is this one section I can't really remember because, well, in history, if I remember from history class, my definitely not racist Indian teacher, she told us about the how the slaves were black people. And we're not just ordinary black people, okay? We're not just black for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We're different, okay? In scripture, it talks about white skin being a curse. And it also tells that having black skin is actually a beautiful thing. It's actually a marvelous thing. White actually means that you just have no melanin. I'm not talking about your clothes or anything, but like your skin. Like, have you ever seen those people that have like half and half? What am I talking about? Like Michael Jackson or something like that. But like you can see that he. Hold on, just get it. Michael Jackson. I don't know how to spell Jackson. There we go. I think that's it. Oh shins, I forget. There we go. 10 years old. Dang, I did a slash. Anyways, you can see, bro, I'm not asking you AI. You can see Michael Jackson when he was a little kid. Yeah, when he was a little kid, his skin was like more brown. But when Michael Jackson got older, he looked like Mystery Momo. Not to make fun of anybody, but you can see him right here, right? He's black. You can tell he's black. but then when he took a bunch of drugs and he decided to be like hip star, then his skin, and I'm not saying this for every single person, but like Michael Jackson's skin from turning black to white, that is more like a curse, okay? You can't just flip to the boys to the girls team, all right, bro? Anyways, I'm not here to make fun of Michael Jackson, but what I'm trying to say is that and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, and I'm not also trying to offend or defend anybody, but the chosen people of Yahuwah are the what y'all call slaves, what y'all call Negroes, okay? And I'm just telling the truth, alright? I'm not here for any conflict. I'm not here for anything bad, okay? I'm not here for some mean person to say inside of the entire comment section saying, well, actually, like, no one asked for you, bro. But what I'm trying to say is that the chosen people of Yahuwah are Yahudim, us. And in scripture, if we put that all together, oh yeah, that's not all the proof. Give me a moment. Okay, so if we go to the slave era through, yeah, American slave era. And also another fun fact is that, and is the truth, is that America is actually secret Babylon, is mystery Babylon. Like, think about it, okay? Scripture says that mystery Babylon is surrounded by water. You cannot say that's false, okay? Like, literally, if we look at the map of America, okay, you can see that it's literally surrounded two sides by water, okay? And some of it is surrounded by land, okay? Literally two. 2 to 2. Alright? Another fact about Mystery Babylon is it's the hammer of scripture about Mystery Babylon. I don't know how to spell it. Babylon. Here it is. Called out. Babylon has fallen. I hate this freaking thing. Some random guy on the internet. Mystery Babylon is the hammer of the world. Do you know how much country America supports? They literally support everything of Satan, like LGBT, warfare. They supported slaves back then. No one told you about that. And also as a matter of fact, just to be very sure. Where the heck is everything at? Okay. I can't freaking click on anything. Things. Original design for the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty used to be a black woman. But it was supposed to be, the Statue of Liberty was supposed to be a black woman. But since America's being America, they decided to make her a white woman. Yeah, here it is. Right here, I think. Yeah, you can see that this replica statue is like, yeah, this is the art thing. Just give me a moment. The artwork. The Statue of Liberty was supposed to be a black woman. But America's being America, they decided to make her after a deity. Get on my nerve. has everyone told y'all about the pagan holidays? Like Christmas, as an example? Let's see how much times Christmas is mentioned in the scriptures, as an example. And I hate these freaking photos. New Testament, let me read this. I'm reading off of the Shepherd. I don't read King James because it was changed by King James. All the feasts are in the front of the page. Like as an example, and I'm not making anybody like feel bad or not. But if you read the entire scriptures, if you read the Old Covenant and the New Covenant, you will know that the none of these holidays are actually inside of the scriptures. Like as an example, Valentine's Day, it's not even mentioned once inside of the scriptures. St. Patrick's Day, it's not even mentioned once inside of the scriptures. Easter, it's not even mentioned once inside of the scriptures. What is up there? Halloween. Halloween is not even mentioned once inside of the scriptures. And you know that that the chosen people of Yahuwah are got into captivity because in Deuteronomy, because I used to go to church and they only taught us Genesis, Exodus. Is that even how you spell Exodus? I don't know how to spell Exodus. Genesis, Exodus. They will skip Leviticus, Deuteronomy. They will skip Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, and Enoch, and Joshua, Judges, Samuel, and Samuel 2. And then they will continue off on some of Kings and some of Kings 2. And then Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. I don't even know a lot of these. They were all not even mentioned once. Baruch and Baruch 2, they were never mentioned at all inside of the churches. Amos is never mentioned ever. And, oh yeah, by the way, Deuteronomy 28. So, how do you spell Deuteronomy? Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 28. Y'all need to read that, okay? It says, and ignore this, by the way, because the internet's being the internet. But basically, what it's saying is that, what Deuteronomy 28 is saying is that if you obey Yahuwah and serve Him with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul, I will make you people of that are on top and of the top dog, okay? And He will He will multiply us like crazy, like bunnies, okay? Like bunny types. But if you disobey Yahuwah, he is going to curse us, and that's what he exactly did. He scattered us to the four corners of the earth. Corners? Does a sphere have corners? Anyways, the curses of Deuteronomy 28 were he is going to scatter us. He's going to make us slaves, and he's going to put us to sleep. He's going to knock us out spiritually. And have you ever heard that verse that was one man have an ear, let him hear, or something like that? They're not talking about literally, like people like if someone chops up your ear, they're going to be like, you don't have ears to hear. No. You need spiritual ears. Like as an example, you need to know scripture, okay? You need to know a lot of scripture, okay? And you need to know Yahuwah personally. Okay? Whoever made this is disturbing. The Statue of Liberty was a black woman. Wow. Pretty impressed. It's beautiful. Anyways, and also, why do I not say the names of, you know what, and you know what, G.O.D. and J.C.? I'm not gonna say them ever again. I felt very, very bad when I said them. It's because in the scripture, people's the last letters of people's names will be based off of their Elohim. Mine, as an example of the true Elohim, my name is Melekiym'Yahu. Melekiym'Yahu. See that Yahu at the end? That's because I serve Yahuwah. And as an example, this deity right here, you should know him. Shut up, random things that pop up on the internet. He is a Greek sky and thunder deity, for some reason. And if you search up some names, there is a lot of names. If we do names that end in us, which is the last two letters of the deity, because you know inside of scripture it tells some letters tells like who you serve personally. Like as an example, we have Titus, which is a title of honor, but also is like that's pretty funny. His actual name is Tit. Sorry, but his last two letters are us, and that is the deity. Okay, and Olympus, which is his actual name is Olymp, and us, Uranus. That's another one. You know, I'll just say Uranus. Uranus is also a deity. Oh man. But the thing is that the name of JC also has a deity name. Also has the name of that name, the thunder deity. We have Marcus, we have Atticus, whatever that name is. Atticus, and also US, which is the United States. US. What do you think that's for? What do you think? What do you think, okay? Calidus Maximus, which is the greatest according to Romans. Titus Sirius, and Magnus, which is the real names is before us, and the last one is their deity. So if you look up the name JC, his real name is G, and he serves the deity of thunder. Okay? Even more proof, okay? When was Christianity created? Christianity was created at around 33 AD or 33 BCE, around the 1st century, okay? And now, something that was created was not made from Yahuwah, but it was rather created from who created Christianity. Who created Christianity was here it is. History of Christianity. Here we go. A random Wikipedia page that I found inside of my For You page. Anyways, the history of Christianity began with this thing, which is actually a person in real life, well, actually of the past, and he is bad. Like, as an example, if we do pictures of this person, and if we do images, okay? Ignore the white, because the white is actually not of Yahu. It represents leprous. Just because you look white in the outside does not mean you're white in the inside. You might be Yahudi. You actually, in the scriptures, Yahuwah actually divided us by nations and tongues and something else. I don't really remember. But he divided us not by skin tone, but he divided us by, here it is. Finally, I found it. He divided us by skin, not skin. He divided us by nations and tongues, languages. Okay, and he also separated us from the Elohims that we serve. I serve Yahuwah, of course. I serve the real Most High. You know, I love Yahuwah, honestly. And now, you know this thing called the Baphomet, right? But how do you spell Baphomet again? Not Baphomet. 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 Baphomet soup? Eat that. That's an actual movie? Who created this? I hate you. Okay, so basically, you can see, this is it, right? This is it. What this is supposed to represent is man's original status, which was supposed to be man and woman. Man was supposed to be with woman. Imagine that as a body. It's this. It's this abomination. Anyways, you can see that his arm is upright. So above, as above, so below. That's what it is. I'm not doing that symbol. But basically, if you look at this portrait, right? If you look at the most well-known portraits, you can see what is the one similarity that you can see here. Okay? One similarity. What could that be, you may say? I don't know. No, actually, it's this. This small detail right here. See the arm on this thing? Now, if you see the arm on this thing, it's the exact same thing. I dare you to look it up in real life. I dare you. Yes, this was... Oh yeah, and also, I forgot. The name of the Alawar-D is also a deity. Yes, it was supposed to be off of this guy. This guy. And it was actually a title. Alawar-D was actually a title. And if you say the Alawar-D, then you're just putting Yahuwah's name into nothing. And no, I'm not saying that God and Yahuwah are the same thing. No. God was created, and Yahuwah has been all of existence. They stole our scriptures, and I'm trying to tell you that. Okay. So, the name of Alawar-D is literally just a title. And the name of God is also a title, if you don't know. This is one of the ugly guys. But by the way, yeah, here it is. This is one of the examples. There is a God of animal things. There is a God of angels. There's a God of thunder. There's a God of the Hinduism, whatever that is. There is, hold on, give me a look. Yeah, that's just a freaking swap out. There is a deity of this thing. I don't know really. Oh, what the heck is this? What could this be? Baby Lois Jr. There is a sun deity called Ra, And this is what the Egyptians used to worship back then, okay? Now, the name of the Alaward. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't want Wordle. That sucks. Anyways, the Alaward is also known back then as the sun deity, or Ra. And if you don't know, all these, so basically, Ra is just what the Christians called Alaward. Yes, it's this abomination thing. It's this wide portrait of a freaking bird, man. I'm telling the truth, by the way, also. How do I say this? Oh, look at that. It's one of the great card things from Pokemon. Anyways. Oh, I remember this. I remember this show. I used to watch this back in the day when I wasn't saved. Okay. Can I get some more proof? So, yes. So, Ra was initiated for the Egyptian deity of the sun. And as soon as it literally died, the person who created it, or like some of the Egyptians, they decided to rename him as the sun deity, just the sun deity. Or they also renamed him as the Alaward. No, I dare you to literally research this right now. But anyways, the last one is God, and this one is pretty easy. First, it's Yahuwah's name, not. It's just an English version. Second of all, you're putting his name to nothing, because the name of Yahuwah is literally... The name of Yahuwah, literally inside of the commandments, it says you're not supposed to put Yahuwah's name to vain. That's literally one of the commandments, okay? This is, quote-unquote, the Holy Trinity. Basically, how a Trinity works is that there's three deities that makes one creation. The Father, the Mother, and the Reborn Father. And they join, and whoever made the religion, you're supposed to worship all three of these things, and that just gets you whatever. So, and it literally says inside of the Holy Trinity, the Father is not the Son. So, I don't know how the Christians even got that. And, yeah. I don't know. Yes, the Holy Trinity was made. It was created by man, okay? Dang, I have like 2 more minutes. Coming back to Mystery Babylon, America. The good old America. Do you know what America even means? Let's search what America even means. America, word, origin. Shit. America. Okay, so let's see. When was America created? Jules the 4th, 1776. Even though it's a little bit more back, and it's not even its own country yet, it's still controlled by Britain. Let's say, when was slavery famous for its time? How do I spell famous? Oh, shins. There we go. Slavery. Bro, I hate these freaking random pop-ups. Ah, shoot. Images. No, not images. Not images. Fudge. It was popular back inside of the 1700s or the 18th century, and this is when America was booming. Okay, quote unquote America, because America is actually not even its own continent yet. It's still controlled by Britain. And the 4th of Jules is actually worshipping a freaking dog. Okay? Not kidding about you. Yes, see freaking videos about that. I don't even care what you say. Anyways, the slave movement. Yeah, so Yahuwah, he sent us into captivity because our people were worshipping deities, the deities that were of the other nations, and our people were worshipping. Yahuwah said inside of Deuteronomy 28 that if you stop worshipping these deities, I will basically make you overpowered, okay? And if you don't follow me, I will put you into captivity. I will make you serve other people. I'll make you serve other Elohims for 400 freaking years. I will make you serve the people. I'll make you serve basically everybody. Not me. Not like literally me. But like Yahuwah was saying this to the people. And guess what? They didn't listen. So that's how the slave treatment happened. Okay? If you're an atheist, I don't even know what to say to you because you're not even, you know. Okay. Abraham Lincoln. What? Abraham. This guy. This guy. You always make me sick. You know, the guy with basically the giant Pinocchio nose. He actually did not free the slaves because he cared about them. No, it was because of money. Lincoln frees slaves for money. And they worship this guy like he's an idol or something. Where am I at? History. Abraham didn't really care of the. Okay, I don't really care about these comments. What I'm trying to say is that America's Secret Babylon, the name of the Christian deities, God, JC, and all ORD are just a bunch of deity names of previous deities. And yeah, pretty basic stuff, yeah.